Now, let's say you have an established WeBWorK. In my case, this is our Calc 2 course, and you've used WeBWorK. Maybe a colleague is just starting out and wants to use your assignments or some derivative form of them, or you're on the other side of this. Maybe you want to use a colleague's set. So this will show kind of both sides. The more established instructor, what to do. So I'm not going to click on classless editor. This is a WeBWorK that I've used for quite a long time. You'll see various semesters. I've actually done this thing of having separate copies for various semesters. It's my own reasoning for doing so, but what I'll do is I'll go to the homework sets editor area, and let's say that a colleague has asked me, hey, I'm going to teach 208. I'd like to use your homework sets if that's possible. So I was doing daily homework sets of 5 problems each, as you'll see here. Um, this was actually just a little thing that I created for myself. This is not actually even when I assigned to students. You'll see it was only assigned to 1 out of 45 students. That's me, the instructor. So I'll leave that out. It was just a way I was organizing all the power series problems, really, to be honest, just to kind of place them in an order that made sense to me based on my instruction. But I'll just take these homework sets from the last time I taught this course. This was spring 2018, so quite a while from 2023. And these homework sets, right, including, I guess I must have done a thing of 20 review algebra and Calc 1 questions or some, who knows, right? I'll just give all of these to whoever. So what I'll do is I'll just take this entire set of homework problems that I've selected, export just the selected sets, take action, and if I hit this button, then every single one of these individual homework sets, uh, these ones, right? So like one that was called SPR 2018 WW-WW00, that information will be available in the file manager area. So you'll see here, oh, there's other people's stuff. There it is, right? So this file, oh, here's some backup copy of it. I guess it doesn't really matter. So this file could be ignored, but this file, this file, this file, this file, and so on, these are the ones that I want to share with somebody. So I'll just hold shift. So I clicked on this first one. I'll just scroll down to here, and before I click on this, I'll just hold the shift key on my keyboard and click select. So that's a multi-select for all of these. And I could download each of these files individually, but that'd be rather annoying. So what I'll do is I'll put these all together in an archive. Now it'll create an archive that's called mth208-kim.tgz, unless you already have a file that was called this. I didn't, and if you already had a file that was called that, it'll be mth208-kim_1.tgz. What is a TGZ? It's just a type of file that encompasses many other files. If you've heard of zip, it's the same idea. Anyway, this one file here has information for each of those files that I had selected down here, these 2018 homework sets. And those homework set problems, they don't really have a lot in them. In fact, I could just, I should have done this perhaps earlier. Here was homework set 12 that I gave in 2018 spring. If I double click on this, there's no student information here. It's just from the National Problem Library. University of Indiana contributed a problem that's in this chapter. Here's the file name. This is it, right? So it's just information about which homework problems were part of this homework set. So if I click back, sorry to do that, this file has none of my student data, the student data that's behind this classless editor. I'm not going to click this because I want to protect my students' data. But this file is freely, I mean, I could put this file on the web. So all I'll do is I'll take this, click here, and then click download. And then that file that's right here, I can attach this to an email to a colleague. And then this colleague would be able to import this. So let's see, what would that second person have to do. So I will pause for a second. Okay, and so this is a totally new WeBWorK course that I just created called MTH000Kim. So I'm going to sign in with EKIM as username and password. That's what I set as a default. This particular WeBWorK instance has nothing in it. There are no users other than the administrator and the instructor. There are no homework sets in here. I mean, you might have a different scenario, but what I'll do is take that file. Let's see. So I have to upload it first. So let me choose the file here, and let's see. Okay, so I've picked the file from, say, this was an attachment, or wherever it is, and then if I now click upload, right, this is the file that I'm pretending I received from my colleague. The Because it was in this TGZ format, it will automatically expand, excuse me, to the many individual files that are here. So the .bak, these can be ignored. It's these individual def files that we need. So if you go to the homework sets editor, they're still not here, but what we have to do is this one import step. So click here, and you can import these one at a time, but instead we'll import many of these. So all of these, so again, I just click here. I'm not touching anything on the keyboard, but as I scroll down, right, so scrolling up, this one was selected. Scroll down to where's the last of these, right here. So I'm going to hold Shift on my keyboard. As I click this, that selects all of these, and I'll just import these all at once. And this is taking a moment to, there it is, the 20 problems that were part of WeBWorK number 0, the 10 problems that were part of WeBWorK 1. And let's say I already had many users in here. I could assign these homework sets to all those users. Or I might have reason that I don't want to assign these to all these users. I could even make these universally invisible by selecting, I think here, all these sets, and I can choose to make these not visible to anybody except to me as an instructor. For the sake of time, I'll skip doing this. But what I might do, right, this is done so that a student who automatically creates a username from clicking through Canvas doesn't get automatically assigned these sets. But what I might do is say, oh, I don't want to use the homework problems. Again, there's nobody here in the in the classes area. That's not what got imported at all. But maybe I'm just digging through what are these 5 questions in homework number 3. Let's show these, and I might decide, I don't want all of these, or I want some of these and not the others. So, and I might not want to do what my colleague did. So in this case, the reason that there were, let's go back here. The reason there were 46 homework sets was because of one assigned each day. And you might want to go from a weekly format, once a week. So you might go to the library browser, and yeah, these might be the names of your colleagues' homework sets, but you might create a homework set that's called Homework in Full Words 01, or whatever you'd like. And then we're going to now add to homework 1 instead of these other sets that we imported. And where are we going to get the problems from? How about just from this course? So you can actually say take from homework set 3 from the colleague. These were the problems that we just saw, in fact, in that set, and say, ooh, for homework 1, due at the end of the first week, I want this question, but I don't want this question, so you skip it, and you look over here and go, oh, I want this question, you click there, and you might say, actually, that was from my colleague's homework 3. From my colleague's homework 4, I also want to add to my homework 1, so click View Problems, and say, ooh, yeah, let's add this one. And let's add this one. I think that's our 4th problem now. Here's maybe our 5th. Maybe we like, let's get this out of the way. Get this out. Maybe this problem as well. Here's a 6th problem, I believe, if I'm keeping count. And maybe because we're doing a weekly homework, let's say we look at the colleague's 5th homework set and view the problems here and say, ooh, this is a nice scaffolded problem. Let's add that problem. Let's add this problem. Add this problem. Where are we at? Maybe 10 of them? I don't know. I'll go back to the homework sets editor and see. Oh, we're at 9 questions.